Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Titan Uncensored. Today we have with us Blockz.
Hey, what's goody good? What's going on?
Thanks for making time for us today.
Always make time for you guys. Had a little hiccup last week, but we made it. We making it happen.
Hell yeah. So I have a few things I'd like to talk to you about today. You know, this is your first solo podcast with us today. And I believe it's your first podcast ever?
First podcast ever.
Look at you.
Breaking the cherry of the podcast.
So what I first want to talk to you about is I've been hearing a lot of funny stories about you lately. About how you got into Titan. I want to hear your side of the story. How did you make your way over to Titan Championship Wrestling?
All right. So we going there quick. Okay. So it's funny. Back when Mount Olympus actually was being ran, I was seeing the post everywhere for Titan. Titan was already Titan's Titan, so you right. Get Titan in every locker room. So right. I'm already plotting on how do I need to get into Titan? What can I do to be with the best of the best and show what I can do in the ring with my skills? Right. Perfect opportunity came up, the Mount Olympus Rumble. I seen people were getting added either daily, weekly, and I said, you know what? Let me give a shot. Like I really at this point in my career didn't have a much of a highlighted background because I'm fairly new. I've only been wrestling for a year. So I said, the best impression is just reaching out and being myself. So I messaged Billy Fetsky, and to my luck, I got no reply. So yeah, so I was a little down on myself because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm lying. I messaged Billy and he told me the Rumble was full. So that he may have some stuff down the line, but that the Rumble was full. And I was like, all right, no problem. But before he did that, it was like a few messages I sent him beforehand where it was all unanswered. And I was really down on myself. And I was like, damn, like, what is it gonna take for this guy to notice me? Like,
right.
This is like, he's an important guy in this industry. And at this point, I didn't know that yet. And I'm like, what is it going to take to catch his eye? And I seen Matt Tremont was no longer allowed to be in the Rumble because of, I believe, either
an injury.
Injury. Yeah. He, something was going on with Matt Tremont. Right. So no lie. I seen a post. It literally said 2 seconds ago posted. I instantly at that moment said, there is no way in hell anybody's messaged him by now. I messaged him instantly and said, my guy, tell me I could get in the Rumble. And Billy, he hit me back up. And he was like, Matt Tremont is big shoes to fill. And I was like, listen, I'm ready for whatever. Like, I want to show you that even though such a storied name as Matt Tremont, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna give it my all, and I'm gonna show that I'm a good replacement for him. So he's like, all right, what's your name? And I'm like, Blockz. And he's like, all right, is that, like, is that what you're gonna go with? I said, yeah, but if you want to call me anything, you can call me whatever the hell you want as long as you put me in the Rumble. You know what I mean? Like you can make up a name for me. I don't give a shit at this point, excuse my language. But
no, you can uncensored for a reason, bro. Go ahead.
Throw me in that Rumble and I'm gonna show you like I'm Titan material. I'm here. I'm built for this. Right. And he gave me that shot, and I'm forever thankful. I'm not gonna lie. The way I found out was he didn't even tell me that I was. It wasn't even like, all right, you're still gonna be in the Rumble. It was like the last message we had was, I didn't even get a message from him after I seen Matt Tremont is back in the Rumble. So right there instantly, I'm like, shit, like there's my chance. Like, right. Like, and then all of a sudden, I think it was maybe 25 minutes later, I get a message from Billy, check Facebook. And I checked Facebook and I seen it said, Blockz, Mount Olympus Rumble. And when I tell you, like, all the hard work, like, it was at least 50 unread messages to Billy before he answered me. And it was one message that before the whole, oh, you can call me whatever you want. Like, I hit him up, like, very unprofessionally because I was getting a little anxious. So, you know, with the whole, hey, my guy, am I in the Rumble? You know,
right.
That's not professional per se in this industry. And you're going to get, you know, the boot, or you're not going to get answers.
Right.
So, you know, I guess, you know, my persistence of keep messaging him, he just messaged back, and like we hit it off from there, and he threw me in the Rumble, and no legit. I mean, I may get made fun of a little bit for this, but the moment I seen that post, because like all the hard work I had put into that shit, I legit called him up and I was like in tears, and I'm like, dude, you're not gonna regret this. Like, I promise, I'm gonna show you what I'm worth. I'm gonna show you that I'm here for the brand. I'm here to make sure we take Titan to the next level. Like, I may you, and you may be like, who the hell is this guy? But I'm like that.
Who the hell is this guy?
Come right through and
who
just
the hell is
go.
this guy?
Yeah, it's like I just come through and let's go. We out. We're gonna take it to the top.
I mean, my first experience meeting you was at the Aftermath.
Yes.
And I was like, who does this guy think he is? Blockz who? You know me. I'm just like, you have to give me, you know.
Yeah.
Even Billy said, my Toretto, you know, he's.
Oh man, Billy, like, definitely if anybody who's familiar with the Fast and the Furious franchise, they know the type of relationship O'Connor and Toretto have.
Right.
In the short few months that me and Billy have known each other, we've gotten, you know, pretty close, and he's definitely my O'Connor. The man is a genius. He keeps me from exploding, you know what I mean? He keeps me from taking that wrench to somebody's head.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
He's definitely a great guy, and I'm blessed to know him and to be working for him. I mean, Titan, we the top, baby.
So from the Mount Olympus Rumble, right, until let's say March 25th, which is when you're going against Frankie Picard, right?
Yes.
You went. I mean, just personally, I've seen you grow since November.
Yeah.
Since November. I've personally seen you grow, and you're coming out of your shell more, and I freaking love that for you. I mean, we're dancing, we're chilling, like it's crazy, right?
Yeah, man. We're doing what we love. How can we not? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what?
Right. So up to Titan. Tell me more about Blockz. Up to until I met you at the Aftermath. Tell me more about Blockz. Where did Blockz come from? Where did Blockz originate? Where did Blockz train? Give me something here. Give me a little bit of backstory on Blockz.
Gotcha. All right. So Blockz is actually, let's start with the name Blockz, because that's the first thing. Everybody always goes Blockz. Like, that's your ring name? That's your name? Like, yes, Blockz is my name. I was given to it because I've always been an athletic person.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was always involved with sports. So basketball and football was mainly my go-to sports growing up. And on the basketball court, I was the short shooting guard, point guard, who was always trying to be down low with the centers and the power forwards, bigger guys. Like,
yeah, you're a little short.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Well, hey, I mean, I'm 5'10" now, I think. So back then I was like maybe 4'3", trying to go up against guys who were like 5'9", 5'10", 6 foot.
Right.
And I jumped high enough where I was able to hang with them. So the name Blockz came from blocking shots, pretty much. So it stuck because everywhere I went, it was given to me by my brother and a group of close friends growing up, and it's just that's me. So when I'm out there, that's it's Blockz. That's where the name originated from. Training background, I trained out at ECPW, East Coast Professional Wrestling, trained by the great Gino Caruso. To this day, still being trained by the great Gino Caruso. That man is a wizard when it comes to in-ring training. Like, Blockz wouldn't be Blockz, and I'm still learning. He's there to tell me when I'm doing something wrong. He's attributed a lot to my in-ring persona to be more of a, everybody does moves, but it's the impact that you leave for the fans that means something more than 100 moves. I know I can go in there and I can beat the hell out of somebody doing 100 moves, but if I can beat you using a quarter of the moves, using some of my good flash, you know what I mean, making it look good while I beat the hell out of you, hey, it's all good, because then the fans remember me, and we have one goal at the end of the day. We want to make the person who's buying that ticket go home happy, and remember you. And I feel like
Absolutely.
a lot from Gino enforcing that in my head. In the empty trainings of in the training facility, there's nobody there, and he's like, you're having a training match, so show the crowd who you are. And I'm like, but there's nobody here. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? So
Right.
Still with that, getting used to, and it's awesome. He's definitely a great trainer. I've been trained by Prince Akhenaten. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but he's definitely great. He also goes by Rob Chase.
Okay. Yep.
He showed me so much. I've been trained by the Kodiak Bear. He's a phenomenal guy as well. If you haven't seen anything Kodiak Bear, please watch Kodiak Bear. He's great.
So do you think with your training, when you started that feud with Ben Castle, do you think that training helped you get to Ben Castle to be able to move on to Frankie Picard?
Well, what that training helped me to do was be able to deal with someone as sadistical as Ben Castle. As far as the in-ring stuff, I mean, not to be cocky, but I knew me and Ben was going to go to war when we went to war. And, that's what I love. Me and Ben have had 3 matches so far. Yep. And I'm going to say they were definitely top 5 of my favorite matches. All 3 of the trilogy with Ben. You know what I mean? He's a great guy, even though he's crazy out of his mind. But in ring, the dude brings it, and that's what I want when I go in the ring. I don't want to go in there with somebody who's going to be running away from me. I want to fight. When I step in that ring, I want to fight. So for that to
that brings up a good point, because now you want to fight, right? But now March 25th at Courage and Power, you're going to be fighting against Frankie Picard, who is also the champion of celebrity boxing.
Yes. So
you want to put up a fight. You want to fight. Let's talk about this match that we have going on here at Courage and Power.
So like I told Ben, when I came to Titan, I'll get to the Frankie real quick. But like I told Ben, when I came to Titan, it was nothing personal with Ben. I came in to make a statement as the new guy. I'm here and I'm for real. Ben didn't like that. So now we're here. Fast forward. He's gotten Frankie on his side. When Frankie was announced for the special guest referee, I actually loved that idea.
Oh, me too.
This is the celebrity boxing champion we're bringing in. The type of following that he has to bring in to help out not only Titan Championship Wrestling, but myself. That's bringing a whole nother viewership out here to put my skills out there. However, he didn't utilize it that way. Him and Ben actually were together, and they concocted their little plan to get him in there. And at the end of the match, he low blows Abraham, hits me with one hell of a shot. Like that, I felt it the next day, that shot. You know what I mean? Like that shit hurt. But so now fast forward March 25th, me and Frankie Picard, he called me out. I mean, there was no question about it. I was looking for a fight, and it was only a matter of time before I reached out to management, and Frankie Picard was the one I was going for, because at the end of the day, you stuck your nose in our business. It's like I said in my video, I'm going to deal with you, and then I'm going to go deal with Ben and burn down the rest of their world. But Frankie, to his credit, Frankie is like, this matchup I've never trained so hard for in my life.
Right.
Like, Frankie is a multiple-time champion. This man, like you said, still the celebrity boxing champion. Yep. This man has been doing this for, over 10 years now, I believe? 8 to 10 years or something like that. He's
longer than I've been alive, but go ahead.
He's a veteran, so I don't take Frankie lightly. And March 25th, we all see now Blockz coming out of his shell and the dance and all of that. But March 25th, there's no dancing. March 25th, there's no talking. March 25th, Blockz is going to step into that ring. Me and Frankie Picard, we're going for war. I'm not there for a fight. He wants me to show him what I'm about.
Right.
And I'm going to show him exactly what Blockz is. I'm going to give him everything I got, and I'm sure to expect everything he's got. Because if he doesn't give me everything he got and he takes me lightly, Ooh, he's gonna be in for a rude awakening at the end of that match. Because I'm here, like Mr. Fetsky said on your last podcast. Right. I'm here and I have something to prove. I definitely got something to prove. So Ben already knows a little bit of it. Frankie is gonna find out that I'm not a tough pushover.
And then, I mean, right. It's crazy to think how it all started. You know what I mean? I always like to go back to the beginning, like we were talking about how you got involved with Titan, right? I always like to look back at the beginning and think like, wow, even in these short few months, I mean, because really it hasn't even been a year yet. You know what I mean? It's been a short few months. You went from, hey, Billy, I want to be in this Rumble, to Frankie Picard on March 25th.
It's insane.
Right.
Let's just put it like this. First message to Billy, which he replied back to once the whole Olympus was over with, I stated, I'm happy with, I'm happy being in this Rumble. He told me after the Rumble, I may have something in store for you. Right. We have to see the way everything lines up. Happened to be Ben Castle called me out. You can't turn down a good fight right there. So Billy hit me up. He was like, listen, I got somebody who's calling you out. No, as a matter of fact, I'm lying. I called out Ben. I wanted to go for the head honcho. Everybody sees, the heavyweight champion, rightfully so. You're the head honcho. But Ben Castle's been Titan since day one.
Yep.
Ben Castle is on the Mount Rushmore of Titan Championship Wrestling. I know you laugh, but the reason why I say that is because Ben Castle.
I'm laughing because you're not wrong.
I know. Ben Castle, absolutely. Ben Castle is top tier. And people are going to realize that in the future, how real top tier he is. The only problem is Ben Castle and Franklin Picard, you coming to me at the wrong time. You know what I mean? So we're both headed for a collision course that's going to be wild. But, from the Rumble to now going against Franklin Picard, this is baffling. Like me and for Titan Championship Wrestling, I already main evented in Perth Amboy. We took that. Me and Ben took that, and we tore it down for the people out there, and it was an outdoor event. And after the show, they were just, oh man, when you guys coming back? And that's what honestly I love and I want. I want to make sure that everybody wants us back. We absolutely, we put on a hell of a show. We do this for a living.
You do. I say it all the time. I always say, and me and you have gotten pretty close over the last few months. Like I say this all the time. My friends do cool things. Like when I say that, my people around me, they're like, "What? What do they do?" And I'm like, "They do wrestling. They wrestle."
It's crazy.
And they're like, "What? Wrestling?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go check out a show. Go check out a show. These are my friends, and they do cool freaking things."
It's so surreal. Like to think a year and a half ago, I was just sitting at home watching wrestling on TV. Always was a dream of mine, and one day it's just go and it's like, see if I can hang with these guys. I've always known I felt like I could. A lot of stuff in my life always kept me down and back from it. As a lot of us in this industry, in this world happens. We have a lot of negative people around us that keeps us from living our dreams. But about a year and a half ago, it was the hell with what anybody has to say. I want to be a pro wrestler. This is my life. This is what I love. This is my passion. And it's funny because so many people after that was like, dude, finally, this long, finally. And it's like, absolutely. Oh, let me mention.
You froze.
PJ effing Savage.
Oh God, what about that guy?
That man is without him, Blockz wouldn't be here either. He's giving me so much advice, and I know the man is on a mission right now, and I'm staying out of his mission right now. You know what I mean? I'm staying out of my way when it comes to PJ Savage. The man though is just, his mind for this business is absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
Like he's hitting me up and said, listen, Blockz, you got to do this. You got to do more of this. Like, this is that. This is this. And it's like, you're making a lot of sense, guy. Like, now I know why you're at. And where you're at is where I want to be. Right. So a lot of, that quick rise in the independent circus that's happening real quick. has a lot to do with PJ as well. Like that man is just that man is beyond. Like his mind is beyond.
I feel like I should mention to everyone watching that Blockz is also like PJ and Billy. He loves phone calls at 3 a.m. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I know from experience.
Only if it coming from you, Billy, PJ, or Frank. Anybody else, do not call me. Unless they got information like you guys. If they're gonna call me with some information like you guys to get me hyper and to start dancing and partying at 3 o'clock in the morning, fresh out of sleep, call me, hit me.
I mean, just the conversations of like, I'm gonna go a little personal here. I hope you don't mind. No, but like, I met you at the Hoboken show.
Yes.
We instantly like felt comfortable, right? Then I was like, okay, this guy got some moves, okay, because like I said, that's my first time, and I'm very skeptical when it comes to people. And I'm like, okay, this guy got some moves, okay. Oh, he's putting Ben in his place, okay, Blockz, okay, like, all right. And then I see Ben just like coming after you, and like the friend in me wants to be like, you know, but then the other person, the fan in me is also like, oh, yeah, Blockz, you got to do something, bro. you got to mess him up.
Yeah, Ben, he's something. Ben has created this fixation with changing the world, and I see where he feels like he needs to change the world. I guess, like I get it.
Everyone has demons. We get it. Everyone has those demons down.
The way he's going about it, do I think per se is the best way? No, that's why me and him, we're two alphas, and we're going at it right now.
Yep.
Frankie's another one. He's an alpha, and with them two together, it's scary to think of the possibilities of what can happen.
Right.
But I'm willing to.
But all I hear is
back and to fight for that.
Blockz is back. Get it? Right?
Absolutely. Blockz. You see?
Fab Blockz. Blockz is back.
Oh, don't mind. I had to pick something up real quick. Sorry.
You're good.
Some stuff over here.
So I want to talk about your future with Titan. Where do you plan on going with this? Where do you plan on running with Titan? What is your goals for Titan? What's next? What is next for Blockz? Blockz is back, right? So what's next for Blockz?
When I look at Titan, I think I have unlimited tap potential of anywhere I want to go in Titan. Everybody's main goal, of course, in this business is to win gold. So eventually, do I want to win a championship at Titan? Absolutely. But I know in order to get that championship opportunity, I have to grind and bust my ass to get there. I have to go through everybody and show that I'm worthy of that. So far, I think I've shown I'm a formidable competitor. I'm dealing with a lot of personal stuff with Ben and Frankie. So that's right now my main focus with Titan.
Right.
I need to deal with that and get that out the way in order to move on to my next goal.
Right.
But like the slogan is for Titan, all gas, no brakes, and we riding with Titan until the wheels fall off. So, and even then, even when the wheels fall off, we just going straight on the rotors. We just going.
You see all of us under that big trailer, just having it on our shoulder. We'll walk the rest of the way.
We getting it to wherever we got to go. But Titan special. Titan has done shit. Titan has made me who I am. Like I said, training and hitting matches is good, but when you have veterans in the locker room who want to see you succeed and give you that advice and the do's and the don'ts, and for all young talent like myself, I've been blessed because I've been put in a circle of guys, of veterans who see how much love I have for this business. You have to have wrestling in your veins. Like it's got to be in your veins to be in this business to make it.
No normal person just takes a bump on an apron for no reason.
And
I mean,
for every young guy that's out there, like, you know, who hasn't been given that chance yet, like I've been given a chance and I can't mess it up. I know that. This is my one shot to do anything in this business, and let alone just Titan. So I know not to mess it up. And for the younger guys, I would just say, you know, reach out to the promoters, go to these shows. Don't only worry about relying on hitting somebody up through Facebook or through Instagram or through Twitter. Show up to a show. Don't expect to get booked. I've been to already I don't know how many shows, and I've never not once expected been booked.
Yeah,
I'm happy with doing ring crew, to be real with you. Not saying I don't love performing in front of people,
right?
But to show my worth and to show how much I love this, I'm down. I don't even think
you're willing to work for it.
Ring crew is one of the best jobs in this industry. Why? Because you're setting up the ring for the way you want to later on be in the match.
Right.
The ropes is set up to nice to where you got, you know what I mean? I love ring crew. You know, I was unfortunate to get to the Goddesses, which I wanted to be there, but I was booked that day. But I watched the show. I watched it on Mob Fi TV. Quick plug to Mob Fi, you know what I mean? But it was a phenomenal show, and I would have loved to have been there because that's just more advice, more veteran leadership that's in that locker room.
Right. You never stop learning.
Yeah, never
Stop learning. Because once you stop, then like, what's the point? That's how I think of it. You know, Once you stop learning, once you stop asking people, hey, what could I have done better? Hey, you know, what could that help me here or teach me how to do this? Like, once you stop doing that, there's no way in advancing, in my opinion. I mean,
no, you're absolutely correct. But like every single day, I'm watching something, I'm learning something, trying to get better. If I can't hit a training today, or if you know work is going a little longer, I'm still learning no matter what. Reading, watching, following other guys, because there's guys in this industry, a shitload of guys in this industry that I look up to, and they're leaving blueprints. These guys, I'm just being honest. Like everybody asks me, yo, how are you doing it? I'm just gonna be completely honest. Watch the blueprints that everybody's laying in front of you.
Yep.
If you're talented and you love this business the way I do, and you want to make it in this business, follow the blueprint, and remain the course. Trust the process. Stop, you know. I had to learn this, and I've only been doing this for a year, but I learned this probably 2 months from my debut. When I debuted, 2 months after, I learned quickly. You know, in this business, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're gonna have to earn everything you get.
Right.
You can go to any promotion and you could be the top looking guy, top athletic guy. Don't mean you get in a shot.
Absolutely.
You gotta prove your worth, and that's what I'm about. March 25th, Frankie Picard is gonna show why Billy brought me in, because I'm gonna prove my worth. I'm definitely gonna prove my worth.
And I'm very excited to be front row and center and waiting to see it.
Heck yeah, you're gonna be there on the camera, girl. You gotta catch me on this side.
There's always a good side. That's what I always say. Yeah, we have our little dance party during intermission. We'll be fine.
There we go.
But with that being said, Blockz, you will see Blockz with going against Frankie Picard, March 25th at Courage and Power, Bayville EMS building, 660 Atlantic City Boulevard in Bayville. Yeah. It's right next to the dinosaur. You can't miss it. Go online, www.titan-championshipwrestling.com. Buy those tickets.
Before you finish the plug for it, we must say, because I'm very big on this, and I'm sorry, I know you probably have things you got to do now.
No, please.
Chosen Pro Wrestling. I am the biggest advocate for Chosen Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Chosen Pro Wrestling is where it's at. If you haven't signed up, there's still spots available. I'm not an agent. I'm not anything on there other than somebody who's going to make sure that the agents and the producers that day are well taken care of, because No, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be
no,
honest.
I know. I'm laughing at our old.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, because this shot that they're giving for young talent like myself and others is absolutely phenomenal. You getting guaranteed shots at other companies. You're gonna be guaranteed a roster spot if you make the Chosen Pro roster 5 shows, and not if they added more. Like I had a talk with Billy. And it ended really quickly because I was like, hey, can Blockz get up in on Chosen Pro? And he was like, you could get in on Chosen Pro, but then you got to give up your Titan roster. And I was like, that's not happening. So I'm good. You know what I mean? Right. But for anybody, I tell anybody I come across, Chosen Pro Wrestling, hit up PJ Savage.
$5.
$5. Cheaper than a foot long. $5.
True, because there's no tax.
Exactly. Hit up Riley Shepard, Johnny Moran, Billy Fetsky, PJ Savage,
TitanCWE@gmail.com.
There you go. Like this is the ultimate shot for everybody. This is going to be in the morning of March 25th.
It's a private thing. It's not for fans. It's just for talent to get chosen or for other companies. Oh, Pippi Longstocking.
They made an appearance before.
Oh, yes. Longstocking.
Yes, I definitely wanted to put that out there because if I wasn't a part of Titan and my whole journey with Titan would have never happened like the way it's happening so far, I would have been the first one reaching out to PJ Savage, Johnny Moran, Riley Shepard, probably the whole Titan roster on how the hell to get into Chosen Pro Wrestling. Because I mean, the chance that you're gonna get from that is it's remarkable. And like you stated before, for $5. This isn't a scam. It's not a gimmick. $5 will change your career. Yep. And that day, bring it.
Bring water, bring change of clothes, bring your A game, because we're all, everyone's gonna be there to help you, not only to help you and support you, but for possibly booking you in the future as well.
Absolutely. Like this is phenomenal. They came up with a gem with this one. Titan is like, come on, it's Titan, baby.
Right.
Bayville, New Jersey, March 25th.
New Jersey.
Frankie Picard. Celebrity boxing Who knows? I may say put his heavyweight championship celebrity boxing title on the line. Nah, we can't do that. That's too many litigations and stuff.
Come on.
I'm about to receive a text from Billy like, shut up, get off the live, stop it.
I want to promote you and your brand as well. Follow Blockz on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, right? Do you have Twitter?
I don't, but I will be creating one soon. I'm late on the Twiter thing,
I'm late on the Twitter thing too.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm still trying to figure out how Twitter works. Like I know how to post, but retweeting and all that other stuff. Like I'm old, man. I'm 34. Like you know.
Oh,
I mean?
You're ancient.
I'm ancient. Well, in this business, I'm ancient. That's why I gotta make a bang while I can. I'm ancient right now.
Hell yeah.
But I keep up with them young boys. I keep up with them.
You do, you old fart.
Yes.
Anyway, follow Blockz on Facebook and Instagram. Blockz is back. Not Blockz with an S, but Blockz with a Z.
With a Z. And like the great Buddy Thomas put it, when you say it, you gotta say Blockz up. You gotta emphasize. Yeah, you gotta emphasize the Z. You know what I mean? He doesn't like it with just the S. So I had to put that out there.
Blockz.
Yeah.
There you go.
Blockz. There it is. This is great though. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us today. We're going to be doing this again soon. Maybe we can get you and Frankie Picard on here at the same time. We'll have to see what his schedule is like. Be careful of the champ over here.
Hey, the champ guy. I'm seeing what the champ is doing. I'm watching.
You're smelling what the Rock is cooking? You're smelling what the Rock is cooking?
Nah, I'm smelling what the Blockz is cooking.
Oh, okay, Blockz.
Okay,
Blockz. Billy said me and Blockz.
Yes, sir.
You got it. Thank you for joining us today. And we will talk to you again soon. Don't forget March 25th, Courage and Power, Bayville EMS building. Free for all in the morning.
Yes.
Courage and Power at night. You'll see Mr. Blockz there. If you don't, he probably ran out to get me coffee and something, water or something,
No.
because we are all going to be running around, and we can't wait to see you soon.
Sounds good. Can't wait to see you guys. March 25th. Be there. Young talent, be at Chosen Pro. Frankie Picard, I'm going to see you March 25th, and bring it, brother, because I'm bringing everything I got.
Hell yeah. Thank you.